Cyber security strategies for smart cities and IoT driven ecosystem. So in this one, so that is we have to see the sum of the projects in cyber security strategy to be applied. Okay, so the cyber security is the critical for the success of smart cities and IoT ecosystem, which connect the vast number of devices, systems, and services. To address the specific challenges associated with securing these environment, here are several impact cybersecurity project. It is deal with the safeguarding smart cities and IoT driven ecosystems. So that is the several number of that is the cybersecurity strategies to be applied in that in environment. That is the first one. It is based on the IoT device security management platform. How that IoT security to be implemented in based on the cyber security forensics. So first one, that is the in this project, so that is called as the objective. So how that objective it should be defined. First they have to define the objective. It is based on the security system. So build a centralized security platform to manage the security of all the IoT devices within a smart city. So within a smart city, then we can implement some type of the security platform, IoT devices in some ways, then we have to find it. Then key components, so the device first one, the key component it we have to implement it the device authentication. So in this device authentication, implement strong authentication mechanism to be applied. It is the mutual authentication to ensure that only authorized devices can be connected. Only first one, then we can connect only the authorized devices. So then second one, it is the firmware or the software update. So establish the secure over the air, then update the system automatically, update the devices with the latest security patches. And security boot, it is called as the develop the secure boot process to ensure the IoT devices they run trusted firmware. So what is the outcome for this one? So this is the main objective. Then how we can device authentication is given. Then how in what are the way we can secure the particular one. Then what is the outcome for this project? So this platform ensures that all of the IoT devices are continuously monitored. So all the devices is continuously monitored and authenticated for each and every step, and updating the particular one and reducing the risk of vulnerability from outdated or compromised devices. So these are the main outcome. Then we can use this type of project, that is IoT device security management platform in this in that environment, IoT environment. The second project is blockchain based IoT security and a data integrity system. So this is the second one. So what is the objective of this project is to use the blockchain technology to ensure the secure and the transparent data handling and device communication in smart city ecosystem. So that is the then where the blockchain technology to be used, and main thing that is this transparent data handling, then blockchain technology to be applied to secure the data. Okay, what are the key components for this project? First one, secure the device registration. So use the blockchain for the immutable registration of devices, ensuring that only authorized devices join the network. Another one, decentralized data storage. Store the critical data on the decentralized blockchain ledger to prevent the unauthorized tampering. Then third one, smart contracts. So smart contract is nothing but automated security checks and device interactions and the sharing the smart contract that enforce the predefined security policy. So we have to follow the security policy, and then we can give that automated security checks and device interactions. So what is that outcome for this blockchain based IoT and data security system? So by leveraging the blockchain, this project ensures the data integrity, transparency, and the tamper-proof nature of transactions within the IoT ecosystem. So this is the main concept to be applied into this blockchain-based IoT security system. Then we'll go for the third project. AI-driven cyber threat detection for smart cities. So that is the objective of this AI, implementing the AI and machine learning algorithm to detect and respond to cyber threats in real time, ensuring the security of critical infrastructure in smart cities. So the objective is to finding the threat. Another one, it based on the security, it is based on the infrastructure. Okay, so what are the key components? First one, anomaly detection. So find it to the using the AI to analyze the traffic pattern and detect the unusual behaviors and malicious activities we have to detect, and we have to using the DDoS attack and unauthorized access. So this is the first one. The second one, that is the threat intelligence sharing. Integrate the AI system with the external threat intelligence feeds to enhance the detection capabilities and protectively migrate the emerging threats. The next one, automated incident response. So what is that automated incident response? Implement the AI power system, then it at automated actions. That is the one. What is the outcome for this project? So the AI driven cyber threat and reduction of the smart cities, what is that outcome? The AI driven system provides a continuous monitoring and rapid detections and automated response, and minimizing the impact of attacks and ensuring the operational community of the smart systems. So this is the third project. What is the fourth one? The project is based on the zero trust architecture for smart cities. So what is its objective? So adopt a zero trust security model. So we have to construct the structure. It is based on the zero trust security. Then assumes no devices or user is trusted by the default, even if they're inside the network one. So in this project, what are the component we have to use that one? So that components are objective, adopt, that is the micro segmentation and continuous authentication and least privilege access. So what is that micro segmentation? Divide the network into smaller one, isolated zones with the restricted access controls, reducing the risk lateral movement if the breach occurs. So that is the, we have to divide out the particular network in the small zones, then controlled in the particular zones and reducing the risk level. Next one, continuous authentication. So continuous authentication to implement the continuously identified and device authentications to ensure secure access to sensitive systems, and least privilege access. So apply the principle least privilege by least privilege applying, granting users and devices only the minimum level of access required to perform their task. So what is the outcome for this? This is the approach to ensure that even if the attackers gain the access to one part of the network, they are unable to move freely across the entire ecosystem. Great, greatly reduce the attack surface system. So next, the fifth one, it is a smart traffic system security and resilience. So what is the objective of this one? Secure the smart traffic systems to prevent the cyber attack that could disturb the traffic flow, okay, in the public safety. What are the component of this project? First one, secure the communication channels. Use the encryption protocol and to secure the transmissions between the transaction sensor and control centers and vehicles. Then access control monitoring means that is implement the robust access control mechanism to restrict the unauthorized personnel from the manipulating the traffic systems of the data. So real-time threat detections to deploy the real-time monitoring system to detect anonymous behavior in the traffic patterns, which could indicate the cyber attacks. So what is the outcome for this one? This project protect the city traffic infrastructure from cyber threats and ensuring the safety and efficient transportation for the citizen. So these are the fifth project. It should be done in that one. Then the sixth one, the privacy preservations data analytical platform. What is it objective for this method? Develop the privacy focused platform for analyzing the data collected from the IoT device and citizens without compromising individual privacy. So the key component is data analysis and pseudonymization. So implement the techniques to analyze or the pseudonymization personally identifiable information before it is used for the analytics. So federated learning. What is it federated learning? Use a federated learning where the machine learning models are trained locally on the devices and only the model update or shared rather than the raw data. Then homomorphic encryption means that is develop the systems that allow the encryptions of the data during the analysis, ensuring that the sensitive data is never exposed even it is analyzed. So what are the outcome for this one? This platform allows the smart cities to derive the actionable insights from the IoT data while ensuring the privacy and the compliance with the data protection and regulations. So this is the main thing if you are using the privacy preserving data analytic platforms. Okay, so the seventh project is distributed denial service protection for the critical infrastructure. So what is that objective for this one? To develop the DDoS mitigation solution for critical smart city infrastructure, including the power grids, water treatment plants, and emergency services. We can apply it in that one. So what are the components? Key component, traffic filtering. Implement the traffic filtering system to identify the block malicious DDoS traffic before it reaches the target infrastructure. And cloud-based mitigation. Utilize the cloud-based mitigations to DDoS protection service if the scale to handle the large attack volume and redirect the malicious traffic. And redundant system and load balancing. Set up the redundant system and load balancing mechanism to disturb the traffic and ensure that the services remain available during an attack. What are the outcome for this project? The DDoS protection system ensures that the critical services remain available even under heavy attack, protecting the city in the vital infrastructure. So this is the main project to be done in that one. What is the eighth project is public awareness and cybersecurity education program. So in this objective is to launch the public education initiative to raise the awareness about the cybersecurity risk to the people and best practices for the residents and business in the smart cities. What are the key components for this project? First one, that is a cyber hygiene workshops to conduct the organizing the workshop to educate the citizenship on the cyber security practices such as the password management, phishing prevention, and IoT security. Then simulated phishing campaigns. Conduct the simulated phishing campaign to train the citizens and employees on identifying and avoiding the phishing attacks. Then Smart City Cyber Security Awareness Days. Host citywide event where experts that discuss the risk of cyber attacks in smart cities and offer the tips for the improving the personal security. So what are the outcome for this project? This is the initiative to help build the culture of cybersecurity awareness to the people, reducing the likelihood of human error contributing to security breaches. So these are the main thing to be implemented in the public awareness and cybersecurity education one. So next project is Smart City Resilience and Disaster Recovery Plan. So objective was for this project objective to develop the comprehensive resilience and disaster recovery plan for smart cities to ensure that critical services can quickly recover from the cyber attack or the cyber system failures. What are the key components? First one, it is an incident response framework. The designing a detailed incident response for the plan and including the step for detecting and containing and mitigating the cyber attacks. Next one, backup and redundancy. To implement the redundant system, to include the backup, failure solution, and disaster recovery sites to ensure the service community continuity. Post-incident analysis. Create the post-incident review process to learn the each attack, adjust security measures, and improve the overall resilience. So what is the outcome for this project? This project outcome is to ensure that the smart cities can quickly bounce back from the cyber attack or technical failures and minimizing the distribution to essential services. So the next project, it is called as the Edge Computing Security for Smart City Networks. So what are the objective for this project? So secure the edge computing infrastructure used in the smart cities to process and data closure to where it is generated by the IoT devices. Then key component, secure the edge nodes, implement the security measures such as the strong authentication and encrypted communication for edge nodes that handle the sensitive data. Next one, local data processing ensures that the sensitive data is processed locally at edge nodes with only aggregated data and centralized servers to reduce the attack surface. So next one, it is a real-time monitoring. Deploy the monitoring tool to the edge to detect any security anomalies and or vulnerability in the data processing pipelines. What are the outcomes? By securing the edge computing infrastructure, this is the project enhance the security of IoT network and ensures that it is the process to efficiently without compromising the security process. So this is the main, that is a 10 projects. It should be done into that environment. So what is the main conclusion of this project? The cybersecurity project is represent the comprehensive approach to securing the smart cities and IoT ecosystems. By focusing on device management, data security, real-time threat detection, privacy preservation, and public awareness. These projects can help to build the resilient, secure smart cities that can effectively respond to emerging cyber threats while ensuring the safety and privacy citizens. So we can use these type of the project, we can get the good results and we can have the comprehensive approach to securing the smart cities.